عيال توتر قسما بالله اني متوتر. ايش القصه يا عيال؟ والله اني متوتر، والله من كثر ماني متوتر اصبحت غير متوتر. ويسعدك يا حبيبي منور. عينكات يا اطلق ايكون في اللعبه. واحد يفوز واحد مساعد ان شاء الله. هذا مساعد هنا جروب 3 مساعد، هنا مساعد. هذا دقيقه خلينا نسوي زوم. هذا يا عيال هذا اول مره اشوف. انا اعرف الامريكان بس هذا اول مره اشوف. ذولا اول مره اشوف ذا يا نواف. ليش؟ هل في واحد هنا صاحي؟ هذول الاثنين يعني باذن الله مساعد يخلصهم يا عيال. هذول الثلاثه هو طريق مساعد لكاس العالم. هذا باذن الله يخلص عليه اليوم. يا رب انه يخلص عليه اليوم باذن واحد احد باذن الله بدون اي مشاكل. انا بنروح لوزر براكت من بدري باذن الله. مستوى مساعد حق امس يكون اليوم باذن الله، اللي هو قبل امس. مستواه كان خيالي. كان الله يقطع ابليس. دقيقه المهم باذن الله وافضل ان شاء الله. لا بس مستوى مساعد اخر حلاوه. ابوعبير مساعد الساعه 5. لا تكفى 5. هاي يصير ميت. متى المباراة الجاية؟ 4 5 هذا اللي نعرفه. 4 هو يبدأ 4. والله انه كان ويرنر والله. تلميذك ديدي يتاهل. خلينا نشوف ديدي. هذا لا مو ديدي. فين ديدي يا عيال؟ ديدي تكفى. ديدي فينك يا تلميذي اللي درستك كورة؟ ديدي فين؟ افا راح ديدي. امس دوسري فينك يا دوسري؟ يا رب يا كريم يا رب. انجوي يا الله امتحن الشباب انجوي. الله يا رب يا كريم. عليكم السلام يا احمد.
Coach Renzo, competitive manager of Team Hull.
آمين يا ربي وفقه يا رب. آمين أشهد آمين. وأحمد يدعمهم. الله يا رب يا الله يا كريم يا الله يا رب. يا الله يا رب وفقهم إن شاء الله. شكرا يا QR. ما عليكم يعرف الكلمات نحن نحطها محلها. يعني زي هذا اللي حطيته هنا بدل ما يقول سعيد مولد وما سعيد مولد نحن نقول ايش؟ مساعد يا دوسري الله ومحمد يا فوزي. يا سلام تمام. شوف ومساعد يا دوسري ومحمد يا فوزي. يا ربي وفقه الله يا دوسري. آمين آمين آمين. الله يا سلام يا مساعد يا مساعد. يا الله ومحمد يا فوزي. يا ربي وفقه. آمين. الله الله يا لا يا سلام يا سلام. الله ومحمد يا فوزي. يلا يا رب يا كريم يلا يا رب يا كريم يلا يا رب. مساعد نحف فيه مرة نحف. يلا يا مساعد. يا ربي يوفقهم. يلا يا رب وفقهم ان شاء الله يا رب. عيال ايش بوجهه كذا كانه مساعد قفل البث يرحم ابوك. انا احاول اقرا الوجه. هذا وجهه يا عيال يعني كانه مسوي واثق. الله يستر. يا الله يا رب وفقهم. يا الله يا رب يا كريم. يا الله يا رب يا كريم وفقهم ان شاء الله. صح يا عيال مساعد انا حاسس بالسماع يا رجال لانه مر في سمبتيك نواف. ها؟ هذا مو اسباني هذا امريكي. حدث البث ترى محدث يا حبيبي دقيقه بس حدث عشانك يا جنابي بس نفس الثواني يا جنابي. حدث البث حدث البث جنابي انت وش سويت حقتك؟ ايش قال ريو؟ توفيق مساعد يا الله يا رب وفقهم ان شاء الله. يمكن صايم لا ما اتوقع صايم. جنابي بان يا الله يا رب يا كريم يا الله يا رب يا كريم وفق ان شاء الله يا رب يا الله يا رب وفق. ابو فوزي ما اتوقع يلعب هذا التوقيت. ابو فوزي بالله قول لي في الواتساب لو انك موجود هنا 9/7 ولا لا؟ يا الله يا رب يا كريم يا الله يا رب فوز سريع باذن الله. الله لا يوفقك اهل امريكا ان شاء الله. يا الله يا رب انت ربي ان شاء الله. الله يوفقك مسعود يا الله يا رب يا كريم. يا الله ان شاء الله نشوفكم كاس العالم الاثنين ان شاء الله. يا الله يا رب وفقهم ان شاء الله. يلا يا رب يلا يا رب ابغى هدف نفس كرة القدم الحين ابغى هدف انا بس في البداية. يا الله يا رب يا كريم يا الله يا رب. أهم شيء البداية. أهم شيء البداية. أهم شيء البداية إن شاء الله. يلا يا رب. غدا الحمد لله ما رحت معه. يلا يا رب هدف بدري من كذا يقولوا لي. حلو. يلا يا رب. برتاح. أيوه برتاح. أيوه برتاح. برتاح. اوف سايد.
Insight scoop on FIFA coaches in this scene. We spoke a lot about the likes of Edu and Javier of Ducks Gaming, but for Enzo, Coach Enzo, who's been with Tex before, now he's with MS Dasari. What does he offer as a FIFA coach, do you think, to MS Dasari? Because MS Dasari, no doubt, would have been probably quite picky on his choice of who his coach is going to be.
For sure. I mean, the thing is with a coach, you just need to feel comfortable. And if the likes of Tex and Dasari feel comfortable with Enzo, he has to have something, right? Like I can't tell what is in his notebook because he always. It's like he has to have something, like probably tactics or anything else that if Tex or Dosri wouldn't feel comfortable, he can do this, and it must have worked out in the past. And here's Lamps.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that was close. I think Lamps could have shot that probably first time, but this is the first 10 minutes and you have a bit of nerves right now that like are settling in after this chance. I can tell you that people will be more confident in the next attack.
الحمد لله. ابغى هدف في البداية. انا ابغى هدف في البداية. ابغى هدف في البداية. ابغى هدف في البداية ضروري والله. ما اقدر احط ميوت للمعلق نبي صوت الملعب. لا 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 لا. الحمد لله. لسه صوت المعلق ما يمديني يا عيال. انا ابغى صوت المدرج والجمهور العالم كله يحبه.
It's amazing. I mean, probably in Europe, like it was Tuga, for example, that qualified yesterday. He's like one of the consistent guys as well. But Dosari is just on another level, really. But here with Lamps.
حلو الحمد لله.
It's getting dangerous.
علي دراج لو حطيته عيال بيجي تعليقين الانجليزي والثاني.
Battles anyone, any region.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of discussion about regions. Obviously, which one is more competitive. But if you perform on the World Cup consistently, I mean, it doesn't matter for those.
شكرا.
Probably come to Europe and then surprise anyone. Well, not even surprise anymore because he's one of the names. With Matias, for example, he was in South America and came to Europe and just was #1 seed.
لا 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 دقيقة بشيلها. هذا اكيد فلسفه. الله يصلحك فلسفه. دقيقه بحطه بعد الجيم فلسفه دقيقه. فلسفه دقيقه والله بس حيخرب على الناس. الحمد لله الحمد لله سجل فلسفه بعيد لك اياه والله العيده. الحمد لله بعيده بين الشوطين. امجد انت بالعينيه. قفلت الارتاج قفلته الحمد لله ما شفت الهدف والله. الحمد لله.
As a collective in Team Hullet, from your players that are underneath you at Ninjas in Pyjamas too, has everyone got the same sort of squad?
والله شكله فلسفة. عجبني شوفه فلسفة. الحين حط بين الشوطين. والله لا عيدها.
Probably all using the same squad, which is funny. But before that, it wasn't.
مين سجل هدف ميسي؟
Like it wasn't really always the same squads because you had some people playing different formations, but with these new shapeshifter items, it was.
Well, I've got something you might enjoy seeing, Renzo. I heard that Paolo Neto was in boot camp with you before the playoffs with his teammate Veni Lever of Atlanta United. Whatever you was teaching him in boot camp is working.
الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله. الدون
2018 FIFA E World Cup.
حسب ميسي سجلوا. حلو الحمد لله عيال 1-0 الحمد لله.
That's a brilliant start for the Brazilian.
I mean, I can't say I'm not liking this, but Pina.
الدون يا حبيبي الدون. يلا حلو الحمد لله.
Both, but yeah, Paulo started off well, but Paulo.
أنا أبغى هذا الهدف من أول.
You never know when it's finished though with him, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that one unfolds.
Back inside to Kevin De Bruyne. Mr. Sari in the driving seat so far. 30 minutes played here in this opening leg. Remember,
يلا ثاني ريحنا.
for the FIFA E World Cup. Nicely done. Messi will try and get it on his left foot as always, trying to tee up that perfect finesse. Look at the close control dribbling from Mr. Sari.
والله حلوة والله العظيم انه شحت مخه شحت والله شحت مخه شحت. انا اصلا ما بقول بدي يمرر ما مرر ميسي يا عمري يا ليتها كملت والله. اقسم بالله لعب علي يا عيال صح.
If you keep possession with your midfielders, there's free people in the box.
لا والله يا ابي نواف انا كنت اقول لك بس حيمشي باص، هو لو مشي باص ممكن هدف، لكن ضحك عليه مره.
Cancelo probably has it as like a balanced fullback or even making him push up and loses the ball.
حلوة.
A bit too easy.
حلو.
How does that even come around in terms of Atlanta United coming into the Netherlands and boot camping with you? It's just a Twitter DM that says can we boot camp with you? How's that happening?
Like
يروح الدب ما يروح ها؟
No, R9 has a chance here though. Might he cross?
يروح الدب والله كان ممكن يروح على جوا.
For the possession, but he's getting into a dangerous spot now. Khalid.
Will be a chance now. Ronaldo back to goal.
Go.
Yeah.
More about that in a second. Just as this attack
بركة.
looks to form into a counter attack for Lamb.
الفوز أظن الساعة 7. يبغى يتأكد.
Can answer the question now.
I'll answer the question right now. It's now, but like I've been Khalid here, but like I've been in touch with.
كورنر الله يستر من الكورنرات. الله يستر من الكورنرات. الله يستر.
He came up to me in the DMs indeed.
الله يستر. ميسي هناك هو اللي ينزل الكرة. شوف دائما ينزل لي الثاني.
And yeah, we got like kind of some success. I guess he won EMLS. And I Tots Cup, we started off.
Nice. CR7 for one more. Oh no! Laps will restore.
Interrupting
لعبها والله لعبها.
Definitely a good goal from Lamps, and this is really what he needs because he was having not the most of possession, but getting this corner, just playing it short, getting the easy passes and a good finish.
لعبها والله لعبها. شنو الخروج حقه كان.
I mean, it says a lot about. I mean, your services as a coach.
لعبها.
Services that you've got, former FIFA E World Cup winners wanting to.
شكرا يا زياد على الاشتراك. انا قفلت اشعارات كامله. الحين والله اشكركم كلكم والله. عشان ما نخرب على المشاهدين. اخر كوره لعبها صح لكن مساعد كان يسجل كوره قبلها 2-0 تريح.
I think that actually we've had a goal just here. There's so much happening. There's plenty of action behind here. CM Edson taking on foot with Ethan right now. Ethan's losing 1-0. It's just gone at the first half. Goes into the second right now. It is tense. Let me tell you this, guys. As the camera pans across, Paolo Neto, well, he Arno Pina 2-0 in that.
فيديو خلينا نشوف فلسفة ايش قال.
Right here. Let me tell you.
شكرا سير مشعل الله يسعدك. شكرا يا زياد. يمدري ما يبدو الحين.
We nearly had an equalizer just there. You don't want to miss this, guys. I'm telling you.
دقيقة فين
Back to you.
شغل الاشعارات.
There is so much happening. There'll be a goal shortly.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah, 14 players squeezed in that booth. 7 games currently taking place. You were sitting on the outside of that yesterday.
الهدف ما شفت الهدف. يا مجنون. لا ما ينفع اخلي اشعارات عشان المشاهدين يا عيال. شكرا يا مودلز الله يسعدك. اود بدري شهر دقيقة قفل شوي فلسفة.
As a player, you should want to do.
There's a moment yesterday that was quite interesting. Was Emre Yilmaz? He won a penalty shootout.
He didn't
not to do. But you guys were just all over him. He was in shock, wasn't he? And next thing you know, everyone was all over him. That realisation that he You know, he's got to a FIFA E World Cup final.
حلو 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 بين الشوطين بين هذا اذا تاهل مساعد الدور اللي بعد.
1.5 years ago.
He was playing career mode.
يلا يا رب. قراها والله حتى انا قريتها يعني من هنا.
Because he was 4-0 up as well, and then like he started realizing slowly, I'm actually about to qualify for the World Cup. He got a bit stressed, but I always told him, just play.
قال يتاهل 2-0 انا ما بقعد اتحلطم. لكن
when he got that winning penalty kick, you could literally saw he was like, what? I just
ايوه
did it, and
تكفى.
then we jumped in.
والله لو جات هذه انقطعت مرتده بطرانه.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Emre Yilmaz being on that list of players that have qualified.
والله يا رب تنقطع.
Denmark in the
فيها غلطه يا عيال باذن الله فيها غلطه.
We'll keep you up to date of all the scores and the latest in our other matches that are currently taking place in our opening game here.
شكرا ميليتاو.
Providing you the action of Group C.
ايوه حلوه.
It was a good ball.
أفيدون.
Certainly one game over there. We'll give you an update as soon as we can. Ronaldo. This is MS Desari looking to build up into the lead again. It is 1-1.
يلا يا رب.
Did take the lead.
No.
It's actually fair right now. Like I think Dosari is playing 4-3-2-1.
شكرا يا عجلان.
4-3-2-1 as well. So it's pretty much cancelling.
لا اله الا الله.
Katia versus Andoni here.
Katia, the Italian, up against Andoni. This one's 1-1 at the moment. Movistar Riders looking to make it 2 from 2. It was 2 that qualified yesterday at Portugal. Andoni, a former FIFA E World Cup finalist, looking to make it another FIFA World Cup in the bag for Movistar Riders if he can turn that one around.
الله يستر يا عيال الله يستر ما ابغى نتيجه 2-1 حتى كذا ما ابغى يتقدم ولا هدف.
Shown from Italian players to be honest. Danny Pitbull's already qualified. Obrun's already qualified yesterday.
Is it a shock to you that the Italian, because we knew the Italians were like they are not messing around this year. They are crazy good. Like the level they have there, unreal.
I think that's helped with a lot of domestic leagues in there as well. You know, you look
at
the players.
ايوه
was an ECR winner last year. This year Obram was an ECR winner.
شوف مبابي ولا مستحيل في الشامبيون هو ابوعبير.
Domestic leagues are helping them in some ways. Even Damesheet came through as the rookie of the year in the Eredivisie.
Yeah.
He's off to an E World Cup.
Oh, here's a chance for Lamps though.
A chance for Lamps. Hit by Allison in the end.
That should have been a goal. I mean, Lamps knows it. Like I think he made the right choice shooting for a corner, but that looked like a.
لو خسر مساعد لا ما يخرج ان شاء الله ما يخسر باذن الله.
Because this is I think on Dosseri's perspective.
اي والله
yeah, it should have been a goal.
Last 20 minutes left of our featured game here.
يلا يا رب. يلا يا كريم.
Against Lamps, some scores coming in.
اللعب ثقيل يا عيال ولا يتهيالي. ها يا عيال. المساعد والله انه ثقيل.
Trying to do what he can as MS Desari does drop that one back to recycle. Let's check in with Carl Walker again, who is down in the pit. Carl, what is the latest?
ايوه.
Yes, there's plenty happening. As I said, it's still.
لا يا اخي شوت ها يا الله حرام والله الكرة مفتوحة والله.
Neto beating Stefano Pina 3 goals to 0 Pina. Obviously, could he make it 4?
اللعب ثقيل والله. اقسم بالله لعب ثقيل.
You can see the reaction just there. Stefano Pina takes.
رجع الجيم.
We've had another goal as well. SPQR.
رجع الجيم يا حبيبي رجع.
won as well. I'm going to come straight in as Ethan.
حبايب رجع الجيم كورة ركني صح.
Obviously losing. It's not the best of situations right now. What do you want him to do?
يا دمشي انا ما ودي شكرا عبد الله. شوف مشعل. الجيم الركني طيب.
He's done it in the past, maybe he could do it again. Let's throw it back straight to Brandon and Renzo as well.
Thank you, Carl. 4-0 Palinetto. If you just caught as well, that back row is 3 Brazilians all next door to each other. You know, it's not a coincidence that Palinetto he's been to quite a few FIFA tournaments, but there's not a single South American yet, other than Matias Bonano, or Brazilian, I should say, that's qualified for the World Cup. There's a lot of pressure on that. They want to have a Brazilian there, and I mean, today is the day that they could hopefully get there. There is 6 of them in this pack of 16. Hopefully can get to Copenhagen.
الحمد لله. مساعد لما تقدم عندنا.
Yeah, it's crazy,
يلا.
but like
والله انهم كونتر اتاك والله روح يدب روح. روح يدب روح يا ظهره. روح يدب روح يا كريستيانو. يلا يا رب.
Hear me, you know, like he's going to enjoy himself for sure, but nah, it's crazy. What a performance from him.
De Bruyne.
ضعيفة يا عيال اللعب عنده بايخ والله اللعب عنده ثقيل مرة. كان غير التشكيلة.
A long shot. Kevin De Bruyne will certainly offer you that.
Yeah, that was.
والله هجمة
These kind
هدف
of
والله.
shots are actually a good opportunity. If you time those green, for sure it can go in. We see them flying in left, right, and center, and that's especially what you need in like.
والله اللعب ثقيل عند
matchup
مساعد
like
قسما
this
بالله.
1-1. You want to try these kind of shots to maybe get that 2-1 lead and go into the second leg with at least a 1 goal difference because.
يلا يا رب.
This one.
يلا يا رب.
Going to PKs.
يلا يا رب هذه هي إن شاء الله. يلا يا كريم.
Been incredible from Lamps. He said it was 0. Came back.
بالرول.
Not dropped a single game yet, and on his way through to that 5-0, he did beat 2 people that have qualified for the FIFA World Cup.
Chance it.
الحمد لله. اخر كرة عندك تكفى مساعد، تكفى حتى انت اذا شوط كذا 0-0 مدري 1-1.
As a coach, how much do you look into Swiss? Because
كوني باهر الميليتاو.
Bajori, who was 5-0, did not drop a game. Levy obviously did superbly well too, and then you've got other players that might just come through form 1 or 3-2. Is it a case of just get your 3 wins? I don't care how you get through, just get your 3 wins and get through.
I tell them literally at the first, this was all about just go out
الله
and
يستر.
enjoy yourself.
الله
because
يستر.
I know.
ايوه اخر كرة بس الله
I know
يستر.
you were all capable of getting out of Swiss no matter what.
يلا يا رب.
So just enjoy yourselves. And then Manu and Leif certainly did, and Emre, like he was 3-1. He lost the last one. Paulo, same thing. So yeah, they just were confident. I was confident in them, and yeah, you just need to get through. But here's the last chance though of the game. Pele.
Building nicely. And Mbappe, this could be MS Tassari's final chance off the leg. Back
R9.
inside.
يا اخي شوطة الاولى يا اخي حرام عليك، حرام والله حرام ان الزاوية مفتوحة خلاص جول.
That will do us for half time.
والله جول ورب النعمة جول والله.
MS Tassari won up against Lamps. MS Tassari did take the lead. Lamps finding
والله جول بالظهر مربع. والله جول.
We're looking to make it 4 consecutive FIFA World Cups in a row. 2 wins is what you need here on the playoffs, and we shall find out.
والله جول ليش لا تحلف، والله الزاوية مفتوحة للظهر.
We're back in a few minutes for the second leg of our featured matchup.
ما اللاعب حتى رجع غطى على الجهة الثانية، مستحيل مي جول يا عيال، مستحيل مي جول. اتحدى اذا ما هي جول، اتحدى اذا ما هي جول. بس هو كان متوقع انه يغطي ما حيشوت وانه يباصي. انا ماني خلينا نشوف الدينيشن حق فلسفه اللي مرة يطلع.
How are you guys doing?
انا قاعد مبارك يا حبيبي دقيقة، انا شغل الدينيشن حق فلسفه انت فارقنا بس. طيب ارجع فوق مرة ثانية.
Okay, so the first topic is from your fullback to your winger. Okay, so let's break down this first. First you want to learn how to use the player lock, of course. You need to press L.
والله دنيش. الحمد لله ما خرجت. يا الله. بابو heroes and villains. مين تتوقع مين؟ بابا بايبي. بابا بايبي. اي والله قلوب عيال. ابو علي. شكرا فلسفة. اللي مساعد يقولوا خليه يفوز. حلو ممتاز. الله يسعدك فلسفة، يعطيك العافية. نور ابو علي منورين جميعا. شفت هذا بعد خلاص يا فلسفة وربك سمع الدعاء. مساعد دائما الياب غير يب ان شاء الله، بس مساعد دائما يوترك الى النهايه. يعني ممكن يكون فايز في بدايه المباراه فارق 2 او فارق 3، يجي المباراه يقوم يسجل هدفين ويخليك في اخر 4-5 دقائق متوتر انه لا يجي التعادل بس. لكن باذن الله انها تكمل. انا ما ابغى لوز البركه، ابغى على طول فوز ورا فوز، سواء اللي مساعد ولا ابو فوزي. لا ان شاء الله باذن الله. يلا يا كريم. آمين. 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 يا رب يوفقهم يا رب. وأحمد يدعمهم وتويتش يدعمهم. هلا. لا حط هذه. سعودي نفس الكرسي يا عيال. والله لو انا خليه ساكت. سعودي اسم الوطن يلعب دفاع. الله 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 يا منتخب. العب يا كابتن، مثل بلادك ولك الشرف. خطط الهجمة مرسومة رسمات صنع. الله الله هز الشباك، نورك وراك. يلا يا رب، يلا يا رب، يلا يا رب، يلا يا رب وفقهم ان شاء الله. بسم الله. شغل الصوت هنا.
But then someone like Emre Yilmaz didn't phase him at all, so it seems, even on a penalty shootout.
No, but the thing is, some of those players can just enter this focus mode, and some are pretty aware of the situation. And I think our players
واحد الجيم الأول.
pretty good in entering that focus mode and don't really care.
هذول اللعيبه لما يتقدموا على اللاعب زي مساعد الدوسري يخافوا منه ويقعدوا يضيعوا وقت وكذا، فما نبغى اي تقدم للامريكي ذا. باذن الله انه الله يوفق مساعد ان شاء الله دحين سجل هدف يريحنا باذن الله ويزيد.
Back on the way in this one, Lamps went with the first chance of the game for Minnesota United. Pull it!
What a start.
With it! And it's a brilliant start for the last North American left in the playoffs. Hoping to recreate the form that Chris Lito showed yesterday. That is the dream start for him.
عادي عادي ان شاء الله، عادي ان شاء الله.
I thought like because of that last attack in the first leg that Dosseri had, he would get that confidence going again because that was a great attack. But Lamps just doesn't care. Starts off right away from kickoff, getting a great goal.
لو معاي ماكينه حلقت له شعر موس. الله يا رب يا كريم.
Coach Maxi behind him. What do you think he's offering?
I think like players that have performed in the past, they always can provide this extra like insight, because if you're playing yourself, you're always looking.
يلا يا رب، يلا يا رب.
I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but there's somebody behind you that sees other options.
شخص أنا مليون.
Between the legs.
إيه شعره يقهر قسما بالله.
Some of the attacks.
الله يا رب.
You didn't do this, you didn't do that, because I know how they are friendly, so friends as well, but they want to help them out, and maybe he just told him, don't care, just shoot the box, and you show it just paid off. Oh.
هاي بدينا في مسكة الكورة.
Behind us, there's been goals going in. Carl Walker's got the latest.
بدينا في مسكة الكورة يا عيال. ابوي رجع الله يمتحن بليسك رجع.
2-1, he takes the lead just there. You can hear all of the supporters in the background. There's one man that I have spotted though. I'm going to pull him over. Dullen Mike, he's going through. You've qualified. You're going to the FIFA E World Cup. You know what it's like to be sat here in the pit, but also on that.
رجع الله يمتحن بليسك رجع.
Do you prefer being here in the pit with everyone or on the stage?
No, for me definitely I prefer being on the stage. I'm just on my own. I can focus really well. I think here when you're playing in the pit, it's really hard because you can get distracted really easily, and for me it's definitely the stage.
Well, you can relax now on this side of the pit and you can enjoy yourselves. Brandon Renzo, back to you.
Thanks, Carl. Yeah, Carl will be
ايوه شكرا دكتور سيف حبيبي.
throughout the day, but for Dullen Mike, he'll be hoping that more German names can join him at the World Cup. They normally make up a quarter of the competition there. There was only 6 names that made it into the knockout stage of the playoffs. I know we have got the likes of Umit involved later, but for German players, you expect a free World Cup.
Yeah, for now, as we see Lamps having a chance there again, we have most people that are qualified are Dutch, actually. I don't think we've ever seen that, because there's usually like
I was looking yesterday, what is there, 4?
Three
already?
3 already, hoping to make it 4 today, but like only I think the Brazilians really can overtake the Netherlands as of right now, but I think they will do. Like at the end, Germans always manage
بدينا.
Back to Lamps for a split second. He was only 10 points away from topping the North American ladder. Did he, Chris Lito?
ابغى التعادل الحين يا عيال، ما اقدر اكثر من كذا.
That came from FGS tournaments where he dominated. He won one, came runner-up in another. There was a 200-point gap between first, second, and then down to third and fourth. They were literally running away with it this year, him and Chris, from their online qualification and their performances there.
يا تقولوا لي شو
2 players being so dominant in one region, and
ايوه
15 points and still didn't come first. And I think in EU it's all probably maximum of 500 points. So it just shows the incredible level that Lamps and Diddy have.
واقف صح ها يا ندروي.
For sure, if Lamps can keep this lead in the second leg or in the second half, maybe we're going to see an upset. Because I guess it's a kind of an upset, right?
يلا يا رب.
Some would argue that, absolutely. It'll be in the playoffs after going 5-0 in Swiss. He has not lost a single game. Let's check in with movie star Ryder.
الله ياخذك يا مخرج، الله ياخذك يا كابتن.
2-2 matchup against the Italian. Catcher
This is a hard matchup.
ايه صادق بروي.
And Kasia, a lot of people will have them both qualifying as a chance here.
What a save from Schmeichel.
That was a good attack, and also I think this is the point where you do need that.
انا شايل هم هدف ثاني ذحين بس. انا شايل هدف ثاني ذحين، مساعد يقعد يضغط ويقعد يحاول يدفع ويجي هدف ثاني يخرب المباراة. ما تقدر تضغط قدام مع واحد محترف تجيب العيد في لحظة. هذه مشكلة اللعبة الزبالة هذه. الشريط ذا تعبان بالطريقة ذي لأنه ما يمديك تضغط. قوة مساعد وميستو تخيل لعبة تكتفك ما تخليك تضغط. يبون الشريط هذا ليش معفن؟ واللعيبة مو اللاعب الواثق من قدراته يقدر يضغط ويقدر يشيل الكورة من الخصم من عند 18. هذا الشريط ما يمديك تاخذ الكورة إلا لما تسوي ضغط عالي
And he just trusts me. So if I tell him something, he knows that whatever I said is also an option that he can do. So for example, sometimes I'm telling him cross, and he's looking at the game himself, but he knows there's the possibility to cross, and just a split-second decision that he makes himself if he does cross.
الله يعينك بإذن الله يرجع بإذن الله يرجع بإذن الله يرجع بس يفك الملعب. لا.
The SPQR game. SPQR call one of the most recent talent feeders in South America. What an effort from Mbappe. Great save.
لا لو خسر ما يطلع لسه باقي.
3 goals to 1. SPQR Young against KKRI of VFL Buku.
راح يدبه تكفى. ايش تسوي فيها الحين مساعد؟ لا امشي.
With loads of time, R9 still delayed.
امشي. روح ببلير لوك ليش؟
Back in the game at 2-2.
الحمد لله خرجني بلاير لوك من نص الملعب. روح امشي خلاص خذ الملعب. الحمد لله رجعنا في الجيم. يا رب ما نبغى نوصل بركة في الجنان. خوفني والله اتأخر مرة.
If you had to look at on the defensive side of
الحمد لله ابغى اتقدم.
You do, isn't it? It's like do you fall into the trap? Do you just wait? Maybe as Lamps did there for the right biting point, but when you got Mr. Sari teasing a player look on you.
Nah, a 2-on-1 situation like that.
الحمد لله سنتر راحت. الحمد لله
Lamps will look back at that and be like.
الحمد لله يا رب تكمل إن شاء الله.
Taking this corner direct, right? Because he swung it in. 41st minute, I think he got the corner kick. He could have just chosen.
وترنا يا عيال وترنا والله وترنا. اركبي والله اركبي.
In this match, as we said, 7 other games taking place just behind us here. This is our opening matchups here. This will decide
يا رب يا
who
كريم.
stays in the winners bracket. In this will be one game.
لعب بمخي اقول لعب بمخي انا نواف حرام عليك. كان بدي يروح بلاير روك احسه كان بدري يا اخي. هو لعب بمخه ما فيها كلام. لكن اقسم بالله بدري كان البلاير روك مره. انه خلاص 2-1 يا نواف 2-1 يعني بغى يرجع المدافع الثاني. الحمد لله بس انها جات الحمد لله لعبها صح ما في كلام. والله يا الامريكي شوف لك حل.
You just know that you can't give up a goal like that against Dosseri. This is really going to. I can see like the second half, Dosseri is going to turn.
هذا أكثر من قناة نفسي أقول منورين والله.
There's a lot of happening.
أنتم رأس المال
Who's leading?
الحب والله يسعدكم منورين جميعا. يلا يا رب يا كريم.
Obviously you're going to be in action later with Levy. Plays MH7 of Brazil and Team R10.
ايوه هات انا ابغى الثالث بس. انا ابغى بس يتقدم ما ابغى ذحين هذا.
I mean you've never faced all year.
I mean not to sound like cocky or anything, but we just stick to our game plan.
يلا يا ميسي.
It's just really that we want to just feel confident because he's been a lot.
لا كرة سهلة والله كرة سهلة والله كرة سهلة.
واحد انا عندي and not like care about anybody else. That's just the way he approaches the game.
Speaking of Brazilians, let's.
لا حلو الباص لكن الباص المفروض يجي من بدري.
Look across the board where Palinetto
هذا مو في ابوعبير.
has been dominating. Is he still dominating that game? That's the question. I think he just scored
اي والله
another
لو
goal
كنا
by the
مو.
looks of it. And the score
رجع.
now, oh my days. This is 7-0.
7-0.
خلت الله ياخذك خلت.
7-0.
حلو ميسي شكرا.
Palinetto is cleaning up. Not anyone. Stefano Pina.
Okay, I would have never thought it
يلا يا
would
رب.
be this crazy. I know Paulo can score a lot of goals. It's literally his strength, but my guy was. He said he was ready. Like we were walking to the venue and he said, I'm winning 2 games today. So he's not like playing the first one.
A big result there, the bottom of your screen. Umit of RB Leipzig leads 3-1. Emis Desari cooking now.
مين راضي تمشي والله انها مين راضي تمشي والله مين راضي تمشي والله كم ايزي.
It has been a very strong start from Brazilians. Look at that one, 6. Well, it's now 7-0.
ايزي يا عيال جولين والله ايزي.
The Argentine came through the ladder.
حقنا تكفى.
2-2 at the moment with Rowie Feldman.
We could say that the opponent of Paolo will be one of those two, and they're still
drawing
2-2, so that's interesting to follow as well.
Yuval Belly down against Aydin. A lot of chat about him, the Austrian player to watch out for this weekend.
لا.
Lamps are looking to build up, but
هاتها كنسلو يا حبيبي انت شكرا كنسلو شكرا.
We've seen Dossary enter the box twice now, and he didn't, I think, the entire first half. So
لا مساعد احسن مساعد احسن بكثير.
I think for Lamps to just calm down.
لا خير يشوت لا كلها والله هذه الاثنين الاخيره والله اني ما الوم مساعد فيها يعني الباص المفروض يكون اسرع بس كلها اهداف.
Right now, all these FUT items, 99 stamina, 99 everything. You don't really want to make a lot of subs because you're not taking those seriously.
شكرا يا حبايب الله يسعدكم على الاشتراكات الله يسعدك.
I mean, especially this stage in the year, Enzo, where the teams are so stacked.
تراك ايوه الخصم ضايع نحتاج هدف الحين.
Every single sub you make him.
يلا يا رب.
I mean, even Ramos, he's playing centre back, can score the craziest amount of goals. I see him even score a couple of finesses this week, so it's amazing, really. Every player on the pitch can do anything, and as I can tell, is that I think Lamps is actually playing with both fullbacks now. Pretty attacking approach, if you ask me.
There's 25 minutes left in this one. Maybe he's looking for a smash and grab. Messi on his own, just teasing out. De Bruyne and
شكرا يا خالد.
Big win from the icon in the midfield.
Yeah, and it's
خالد حقه شال 600 كورة من ميسي.
Dossary will have the opportunity to counter attack quickly, but he shouldn't fall into that trap of Lamps losing possession too early.
يا سلام.
As he will right now build up through Marcelo on the left hand side.
حلوة.
Finds a pass to CR7.
Could be a cutback. CR7 on.
ايوه يا شيخ ايوه اركبي شكرا يا مستوسري. الحمد لله الباص حلو مثلث الباص حلو شوف حتوقع انه يرجع هنا امري يا شيخ. شكرا من هنا لين لندن شكرا من هنا الين عندك الحمد لله. يا ولد الله يستر اليوم هذا يخليه يعدي اخر صداع هيجيني مليون والله. الحمد لله ما حط الشيله ما حط ليه ما حطها يا الاحتفاليه فين راحت؟ حتسوي الاحتفاليه؟ اقول ابشر بيه
لازمك والله انت ابشر بالسعد ثنتين مع المصايب والشعر ان كان ما سخرتها ماني فاهم من قام من الرجال بهم عن عشر من قام من الرجال بهم عن عشر ولع الشباب خلى السما تدوي دوي واضرب قاع الفسيحه مثل ضرب الصقل والله
قهر. ما شفت الاحتفاليه والله ما شفتها والله ما شفت الاحتفاليه يا قهر. اكفى مش دوسري اقطع الكوره حقت السنتر حلو عند مارسيلو باص هوب طخ نص الملعب دي بروين يمشي الكوره لهذا يعطي ميسي مبابي هدف ثالث خلص الليل يكفى ما نبغى هذا توترنا الاخير. يلا يا رب.
being 1 win away and on the winners bracket for a 4th consecutive FIFA World Cup.
هنزل بيليه والعيال.
Down into the lower bracket for Lamps. He has scored 2 goals though against MS Tasari. That has to give him.
الحمد لله راح السنتر. ايوه لازم يطلع ميسي قاعد يفتك منه مع الضغط هذا الشغل الصح.
Oh, but he wins the ball back early. Bit of a shaky minute.
Ramos pushes up into midfield. Shapeshifter right to Alphonso Davies. Custom tactics and instructions have been implemented now. Everybody forward. A lot of pressure to deal with. What a ball that could be into the box. Ramos deals with it well.
الحمد لله الله يستر من الضغط الله يستر من الضغط. اطرح هناك يا سلام.
يلا يا should try everything right now. He's putting these crosses in. This is a good ball from Dossary and maybe the nail in the coffin here.
حلو
That's the corner.
اكس ما نبغى اوفر
Play it short. Don't take the risk. You have a lot of people forward. You scored them on yourself, right? On a counter attack. Lose the ball. Lamps got it.
ايوه كانت خرافيه والله الباص مجنون.
Are we going to see an equalizer?
لما تطلع الدب يا مستوسري والله باقي 10 دقائق.
Don't want to make predictions.
شكرا يا غامدي يا حبيبي الله يسعدك.
Based on experience, you'd expect him to do so, but like I said, it can get really tricky.
يا رب يا رب يسرها. يا رب يسرها.
3-2 up. The Spaniard of former FIFA World Cups looking to make it another one. It leads by 3
واحد تكل واحد تكل.
Back to go is
تكفى خلي ترمه.
Still reversal has to go. CR7 building 90.
شكرا يا بلينغهام.
They're just to save the day for Mr. Sari. This could be a counter attack if he can find.
عمري.
He'll go and run.
بركة لا تغلط. هناك ارجع حارس. حلو 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 حلو.
I think that could have been his chance if he took that reversal last
يا سلام.
maybe have taken the shot. It could have ended up in the back of the net.
شوف الرمة بيليه.
That should have been a pass that was released. Mr. Sari.
شكرا شكرا شكرا. لا تنقطع لا تنقطع يرحم ابوك لا تنقطع. يا ولد بيليه رمة يا عيال.
No foul. So this could be a huge opportunity. Maybe even the last.
يا رب يا رب كل منا ان شاء الله.
Teases the player, look, does use it. Humming picks it up. Then Mr. Sari looks just to load players back in position. 2 banks of 4 will try and stand strong. Team Falcon shirts saying there's no way through here, or is there?
It's a good build-up from Lambs.
Combinations have to be clean. They are. This is nice. One more pass, Lamb!
Wow.
Showing the FIFA world what North America is all about.
Even putting the silence to him, but this is insane. Like, to make that croqueta pass in there, that was quality. Like, this
Look
pass.
at the time that Ronaldo has here, by the way.
Yeah. It's
dodgy touch, and still has time just to get the ball down and tap it in.
Labs was probably like, shoot, but he had so much time, luckily. And yeah, the celebration. I think Dossary still has this last attack, though, so it might not be over yet, or like over into going into extra time.
Well, I said there might be one more big chance, and it's led to a goal.
You didn't want to make the prediction, so you can't take this one.
ان شاء الله باذن الله بنفوز ان شاء الله باذن الله باذن الله بنفوز. يا ولد بالله دعواتكم يا عيال. ان شاء الله نفوز على امريكا هذه ان شاء الله.
Switches and probably like the teams actually do look really tired. I think Dossary might have used overload ball side on the end.
حتى المصطلحات في كل المصطلحات يعني مو عشان الامريكي المصطلحات البذيئه موجوده في الشات كنا منها تكفون يا عيال. نرتقي ان شاء الله باذن الله نفوز باذن الله.
Andoni just made it and he's going to play the next game for the qualifications for the World Cup.
That is Smoothie Star Riders Andoni winning his game just by 3 goals to 2. He is one step away from another FIFA World Cup. Spain have another player there.
اخذ كرة مساعد. يا رب انها ما تنقطع يا اخي.
Tell you what, this will be absolute scenes.
And Dossary has the last attack now.
يا جوا على طول.
Needs to go forward.
How much time though is there? There's 10 game seconds left for Mr. Sari to try and get the ball forward.
Look at the space.
Mbappe. Ball. CR7 heel to heel. It looked dangerous for a second. Extra time will be needed here on main stage between Lamsan and Mr. Sari.
What a start to the day on the featured match. Directly into extra time. And yeah, I think a lot of the other matches have wrapped up.
ما لها داعي الحركة اللي سووها في الأخير صح؟
And you can tell that the nerves are starting to kick in.
ما لها داعي والله. الله يا رب يوفقكم مساعد إن شاء الله.
Finished just behind us. We'll give you some updates at the
لا الكرة الأخيرة ما في عبد الله ما في محل إنه يشوت فيها.
Keep in mind this is not the match to qualify.
ما في محل إنه يشوت فيها لكن الحركة هذه قديمة.
We'll qualify 4 more players and then the round after that will also qualify 4 more in the lower bracket. If you are watching the likes of Tex, David, Nicholas there in action later on this afternoon in our final 16-player bracket, which has even got the likes of Ollie Bolly in there as well. JRA Lion, Stingray of the UK, Levy Finn of Germany, Benny CR7. So many names still to include. What was Levy's reaction when he saw his 16-player bracket?
Well, everybody's tough.
Of
so,
course.
like, you can't be happy or you can't be disappointed or anything. I literally said to him, all of these opponents are world-class players. You just do your own thing and it doesn't matter who you face off. So, we do got Lamps here on the attack, but does lose the ball, and there might be an opportunity now because that left back is out of position, or right back, I should say.
Where's Mbappe? Just about catches that.
يلا يا رب.
Bellingham, Cancelo. This is Mr.
يا كريم.
Sari. To build Hullet.
شكرا سعود شكرا سعود. الله يسعدك.
Didn't I call penalties in the first leg?
I think you did.
يا عيال فكوا خلعت تبند يا عيال خلاص.
If it happens, but I think both players will do end up getting into the box right now.
لا تبند لا تبند.
Bit nervous on defense.
خلاص وترجع لهم اللي راحت خلاص الادمي انقهر وسب الادمي.
5 minutes off this first half of extra time. The last game to conclude as people gather around the main stage featured matchup. Here's Messi, here's Lamps. Can he find a cut back? Lionel Messi still, he went for the near post. It was always going to be ambitious. He needed a big save from Alisson.
يا رب يسرها يا رب.
Again, 102nd minute, swinging it in again. If he gets countered now, he's never going to forgive himself.
offside تكفى رفع رايه ولا شفت
Messi then finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Is there options in the box? Nice lack for Kenta. Messi again will sting the hands of Alisson. Another one of these corners to come in. What will he deliver this time?
هذا حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Again, it goes out to the edge of the box. It's just like he's trying to recycle possession back in an area like this. Gets the ball back to Messi now. He'll look to try and whip that ball into the box. Can he? Messi, fake shot. Son will put Lamps in front.
يطالع في العيال السعوديين في جهة اليسار الأمريكان اللي في المدرج.
So composed. I think before that he took the shot a bit
طالع في العيال السعوديين اللي هنا.
But now this was so super composed.
يا رب يرجع يا رب.
Well, my mind was trying to get me to say CR7 there because I thought he was going to be in the right place, but it was Min Song who has had quite an impact this weekend. I don't know if he was involved heavily in your boys' teams, but
no, like I think he's only a substitute, and for most people he is. I think Lamps even put him on as a sub, but yeah, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. You can't go wrong. Crazy stats. Some people even played him over R9.
Says a lot, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think that at most, though, definitely more of a sub to come off the bench and to try and make things happen. We hear that there are some other games taking place right now. We have got two of the Israeli players still playing of Nom Esports just behind us. Robbie Feldman in a very tough game, but Aydin against Yuval Belly is also in extra time, that one. The Austrian against the Israeli, and also Correa of Argentina came through the ladder there. The Argentine who's made it into the knockouts. He's against Robbie Feldman, also in overtime there. Just to get your thoughts very quickly on the Israeli FIFA scene, there seems to be a lot more there than the players coming through. Once it was Robbie Feldman once upon a time. We had the online era from home, sort of FIFA21, where we saw the likes of Nomisat, Born, and it just seems like there's been an abundance of Israeli FIFA players come through.
Yeah,
لا لو خسر ما يطلع يروح في مجموعات الخسرانين.
Unfortunately lost them both, but the Israelis they
بس الخسارة تجيب خسارة وكذا تخرجك من المود. والله مساعد كان ممكن يجيب الجيم. مساعد الجيم هذا مرة أفضل. بس لما راحت إضافي حتى هو شكله خرج على التركيز. يلعب كل العالم اللي واصل هنا تلعب. أفضل لعيبة في العالم. مساعد والله ما قصر الجيم الثاني كان مرة كويس. يلا يا رب يا كريم. يلا يا رب. يلا يا رب يا كريم. ليه ما عجبني الله أنت حمليس. مو قادر يطلع الكورة عشان.
After a perfect Swiss format.
Dossary is throwing everything at it right now. You can tell by his formation. Everybody is making runs forward, and
ما في أحد في الطرف ها يا عيال.
This is far from over.
ما في أحد في الطرف. وخر من وخر من خلي توخر. وخر من خلي توخر. وخر من خلي توخر. لصق فيه.
Constant press himself, but gaps will start to appear. Has to be so good defensively.
You have to win all of these one-on-one situations, which is tougher than it looks like. But
Bellingham, CR7, Mbappe can't lock onto that one. Ramos back to save the day.
It's good defending from Lamps, but like he will have the opportunity to play people in behind, but Dossary wins it again. Has the opportunity now to send Cancelo, but good defending again.
Got the opportunity to break it. Min Song, has he got the legs? On Sergio Ramos. Final 6 minutes, what result this would be. And a huge confidence booster as well going into the qualification game for the FIFA E World Cup. This will be his first ever.
Corner here. That would be the right decision, and this is good from Lamps. Might not look the prettiest, but there's a World Cup on the hands here.
His first ever FIFA E World Cup it would be, alongside $10,000.
Smart play from Lamps.
Minutes away from second round of the winners bracket.
Come on, he's playing it short now, surely, right?
Trying to hold on to every single millisecond he can. From changing player to doing anything. Mestasari just desperate for one more touch on the ball. Let's check in with this one quickly. Correa against Feldman. This is about to conclude. Penalties is happening there. We have to just keep a close eye on it. To the right, we'll try our best to provide you both. It's Feldman up first there who misses. But Lamps has got the chance to conclude this game. I'm sure he's just going to look to seal it out. Perfect start there for Correa.
I think Lamps has done it.
Mestasari is about to lose this game. He's about to fall down to the lower bracket.
Don't think there's enough time for him to even get across his own half.
Well, that is one hell of a result to come out of this first round. Mestasari is in the lower bracket. Lamps is 1 win away from FIFA World Cup. Let's jump across to this game now, which is also in penalties. Rowie Feldman's down at the moment. Correa is just missed as well. That makes things even more interesting.
حرقان والله حرقان.
This is Rowie Feldman of Nom Esports from the sport.
لكن لسه باقي في لوزر براكت.
Looking to get back in. Keeper goes the right way. So does Mbappe. Great finish. Penalty number 5 now.
Perfect penalty that was.
Sadio Mane for Rowie Feldman. Let's make it 4 from 5. Wow, you've got to ask questions of Van der Sar there. And now this one to be the deciding penalty maybe. Correa steps up, does score. It's going to be sudden death between these two. Yusuf Attal for Rowie Feldman scores. Save, you win. Correa scores. We go another round.
Defended well by Arkasha.
عيال عرضوها حقت مساعد.
After going unbeaten in Swiss and then losing the first match of the day, essentially must give him a little bit of nerves, but I don't know. What's your prediction?
That's really hard to say. I'll be honest. I think it's so hard to go against Tasari, but I'm going to sit on the fence for once. I'm not going to give a prediction.
قفلت الليل.
Tasari just needs to play his own game and see.
هذا الإيطالي.
But of course, there are other games that are really going across the pit. These are games to make the World Cup. Of course, this one.
استنى بشوفوا وجه الإيطالي يا عيال.
The lower bracket, so the winner moves on, but the loser, unfortunately, will be eliminated. And a chance here by R9, Mestasari, first chance, first time.
الحمد لله.
In by
والله تستطيع يا Mestasari والله.
Thoughts?
Barely any celebration there from Enzo and MS Tasari.
الإيطالي هذا.
To ease the nerves, building up on the byline. It's that player look
كره
there
ظهره.
for R9 Ronaldo, moving him in front of the goalkeeper for an easy finish. There's been some celebrations in the background. Of course, we'll be updating
الله يوفقك إن شاء الله. راحت عليه الضغوط. والله راحت عليه الضغوط إن شاء الله.
For the World Cup, we've got Lamps versus Andoni. That's a huge game as well. Uvarbeli versus Red Bull Leipzig's as well, which is massive.
Some really, really big games today, and as mentioned, this is the last day. It's do or die for these people. We had groups A and B yesterday. Today is C and D. Some other really big names that are playing today. Tex is playing later as well, so I'm sure
مرتاح إن شاء الله مساعد مرتاح مرة.
Lots of action to see.
نبغى زيادة في النتيجة إن شاء الله.
You're right. Mestasari looks calm, cool, collected. He doesn't look nervous.
مباراة ذهاب وإياب.
He knows what he needs to do.
إن فاز فيها مساعد يروح على تقريبا النهائي. يعني يفوز فيه اللاعب الجناح.
Is an item that we haven't really seen much this weekend. It's interesting that we're seeing that in Arkasha's team.
Yeah, but
عمري يا رمس.
One of my favorite cards to use in midfield. He's got the skill moves, the agility, the balance. Very tricky in possession. But again, maybe you would opt for somebody different in midfield. But if it works for you, you have to keep on using those players that brought you success.
ايوه مساعد. لا ان شاء الله انه مو متوتر. باذن الله انه رايق. باذن الله بيعطيه الين.
I have no Barcelona people in my team.
قهر.
Bellingham is another consistent one that we've seen
شكرا
across
يا
all
زياد.
teams. A very good item, both his team of the season and his future stars when he had that as well. But potential chance here from Pele into the box, but unfortunately is defended very well by Mestasari.
مساعد الآن يلعب يا عيال. دقيقة الحين أشرح لك. أبشر ثواني.
Oh, another chance here. Ronaldo, first time, scores!
استغفر الله العظيم.
Both goals. Again, no celebration, no reaction.
عيال مساعد الآن يلعب مباراة. إن فاز فيها يلعب بعدها مباراة ثانية. إن فاز فيها يروح كأس عالم. لكن كل مباراة ذهاب وإياب. هذه مباراة الذهاب مع الإيطالي في جدول اللي هم الخسرانين من الجولة الأولى.
In Mestasari's first game, where he would use second man press a little bit, potentially in the wrong situations, and pull a lot of his defenders out. And
ابوعبير سكت هذه. ما اقدر اسكتها مو كيفي. يبي صوت الجمهور.
potential chance here. R9, but passes it back to Hullet. Can he find the space to get it through to Mbappe? Slow on the build-up, composed. He's not rushing in too fast.
Not at all, but as you said, with the second man press, that's something you associate with Dasari. His pressing off the ball is second to none. For me, one of, if not the best players when it comes to pressing players in possession. He builds up. He loves Kevin De Bruyne as well as a pass in.
Another chance through.
يا مجنون ايوه يا مجنون يا بطلان يا لعيب يا بطل ايوه هذا مساعد يا اخي تكفى يرحم ابوك يرحم ابوك.
He's got his fellow nationals behind him, but again it's the player look.
ايوه هذا مساعد.
First goal led to the second. Green time to make no mistake about it for an easy finish with Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, the shapeshifters card. 99 pace, 99 shooting in front of goal. He's deadly. You expect him to score.
Imagine if we all had
ايوه ملك ايوه والله هذا مساعد يا اخي. المباراة الأولى الذهاب ما كان كويس، الثاني والله كان كويس. بس لما رجع في الدقيقة الأخيرة هذاك وتعادل خرج عن المود في الشوط الإضافية. حتى هنا ما أحسه مساعد اللي مركز دفاعيا الصراحة. في الإشارة ومن هذه الأمور كلها ما أحس مساعد حتى في هذه المباراة، لكن إن شاء الله نشوفه.
By Arkasha, can he find the space with Pele and Ronaldo? Oh,
يا رب لك الحمد. امسك.
Allison grabs it out of the air, you know.
مساعد يا عيال في الإشارة مو مساعد والله. إن شاء الله بإذن الله بس يخش في الجو متأكد إنه
Sorry, in his own half. I think Arkasha is getting a lot of success building up. There seems to be so many options. I'm not too sure on the formation choice that he's using, but as you say, Dasari.
يب كل هجمة خطيرة هذه المشكلة.
And I think Arkasha, or it looks like Arkasha has read his opponent quite well and is learning how to. Oh, a potential chance here by Ronaldo, but Arkasha is there.
راح والله راح.
I love that I'm seeing so many other Militaos, but it looks like he's learning how to adapt his play style to that of MS Dasari and take advantage of those spaces. And all the space with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's in. Is this a chance? Green timed, but Allison saves it as well. But Pedri regains that possession inside the box and is looking to build up for another chance. Bellingham to
شكرا خالد شكرا يا حبيبي.
A potential giveaway there by Dasari, but he regains that.
يبغى مساعد يخش في جو البطولة كاملة. يسجل الهدف الثالث. أتقدم بفارق 2 وبدي يلعب ويستمتع ويشتغل يطلع من الضغط. مساعد إلى الآن تحت الضغط بالنتائج هذه.
Very rarely you see this one. Maybe he is slightly nervous defensively, but offensively he seems to be deadly every time he goes forward.
Another chance here of Ronaldo, first time. Ooh.
Wasn't enough there. Just I think he was just too close to the goalkeeper to try that shot. I think it was too close to even potentially attempt a ball roll around the keeper.
تقطها بالرول الهدف كلها واردة.
They dive a little bit too quickly, but not this time.
What would you do in that situation?
بالرول.
To be honest, I think I would have done the same thing. I just hoped it would have worked. Or maybe opted for a chip, but again, it's easier saying that now.
يب أنا أتفق إنه ما هو تركيزه المعهود، مو حق قبل أمس. لو قبل أمس أقسم بالله بالقوة حتى تقدر تخش المنطقة عنده. لكن أبغى بس هدف ثالث أنا.
He's played against a lot of these people in the past in various different competitions. As mentioned, his accolades even this year alone with the MBS Cup. He was second in the Masters Cup this year and the Champions Cup winner. So he's got a lot on his back. He's got a lot to talk about. He's one of the best.
الحمد لله يا عيال عرضونا المباراة حقت مساعد. ما توقعت ولا واحد فيهم يعرض مباراة مساعد، لكن عشان مساعد عرضوها. الله يا رب يا كريم. والله يا الإيطالي شوف لك حل. الله يا رب. هذا الجيم الأول نعم. بركة ما سوينا الدراسة مع الجناب.
As we say this, something's about to happen likely. But how do you think Arkasha is feeling right now? 1-0 down, or 2-1 down rather.
هذا الجيم الأول.
Half time in the first leg.
شكل الجيم التأهل ما يتعرض، مستحيل أبو فوزي، مستحيل يا فهد. عرضوا هذا وعرضوا اللي قبله، لا بإذن الله يعرضون لنا الجيم الأخير حق مساعد. ضروري والله. شكرا اللي شكرا. السوني على الأخيرة اي والله.
I say, even though you've been giving up chances, the key is just to iron out those chances as the game progresses.
Exactly. It looks like MS Dasari is also, he's got his headset on, he's locked in, maybe he's listening to music, as most do. But it looks like Arkasha is, you know, just there in his.
يا واد اللعبة هذه بس روح عند الطرف وخش على جوا وحط اكسل امتحان الشيطان.
Chance here by Pele. First shot, but Alex saves that. Could have done a little bit better there, but regains that possession from a corner, trying to get another chance in the box.
شكرا يا دب، شكرا يا دب.
De Bruyne is another item that we haven't seen.
اللهم طولك يا
I'm
روحي.
not crazy about, but granted, what do I know? Because I'm not a pro. I'm not crazy about any.
يا ولد والله يا عيال خلت المومنت انه مو طبيعي. يا ولد بلا المحاور اللي جربناهم نقعد نقول عليهم مدري ايش. يا ولد اقسم بالله خلت ما في زيه.
Obviously R9 Cancelo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's kind of just outside of the box, trying to create that space, trying to get the shot away. He's not looking to press too much or attack too hard.
يلا يا عيال.
One thing that we have seen Desari loving is the shots outside the box. We see it in the Team of the Season Cup, partnering up with Dr. Nightwatch for, of course, Falcons in that the Masters Cup, part of the Masters teams. He loved the shot outside the box with De Bruyne, so I wouldn't be shocked if we see a green timed.
I thought we were just about to see it there. Mbappe, another one.
الحمد لله.
Get through to R9. It did not.
راموس اي نسخة الأخضر المجنون.
De Bruyne again. To Ronaldo again. Both of them not really looking to attack too much. Ocasio has only one goal down. We see Desari using that player lock. We haven't seen that too much this weekend, I feel. Here and there, but not as consistent.
حلو هذا الثالث. والله مو قادر يسوي شيء والله.
And taking a look, you guys, at the scores at the bottom of your screen for the other matches that are happening at the moment. We see Paulo Neto up 1-0.
هذا الكورة اللي تنقطع بالطريقة دي يا ولد مستفزة بشكل مو طبيعي.
1-1. Dotara and Hayden. Ethan down 1-0 to Correa. And Feldman 2-0 up. Lamps 1-1. That game is anyone's game at the moment. Some pretty even score lines.
يا سلام.
Not too crazy, especially Paulo Neto. In comparison to his last couple matches.
أقول لك تعوخ بس.
Of course, a fantastic player as well. We saw him in Swiss format taking some.
أنا قلت لك تبغى مساعد يخش في التركيز يخش جوا الجيم بس خليه يتقدم بفارق 2 بس. هيخش جوا البطولة كامل.
Scoring that many goals will give you a huge boost of confidence.
Definitely. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this match. MS Desari leads 2-1 up in the first leg. As Ryan mentioned previously, this is an elimination match. So the loser of this game, unfortunately, will not continue. Here from R9, but he does not get the time to get that on goal. And a pause queued up here. These players are looking calm. I'm surprised, especially, well, MS Desari's up, so he's leading. I would imagine that he wouldn't feel any type of way at the moment. He is in control of the game, but
المفروض يمشي.
Arcachi has to change.
والله المفروض يمشي. والله المفروض يمشي كرة هدف. أقسم بالله. سعد الدوسي إذا رجعت تشوف اللقطات ولا مدري إيش يا أخي خلينا نتكلم أنا عارف إنه اللي على الستيج والضغط والجنان هذا كله عارف لكن خلينا نتكلم. خلينا نقول اللي بالخاطر والله ايزي تروح تسجلها والله. انا عارف انها ممكن تركب بالطريقه دي عارف ومبابي لكن روح الباب.
Web Nasri, who qualified outside of being a European player, so maybe we'll see some differences today. It's looking like Lamps and a few other South American players.
Definitely, and we will find out as we go.
شكرا.
We will see updates of those matches. We'll try to get as many updates.
خذ الكلام يا عيال. انت تقدم في المباراة هذه. فارق 2. مساعد بإذن الله مو حيخش جوا المباراة. بإذن الله نبي تاهل كأس العالم ايزي بإذن الله. لكن ما نبغى دحين أنا.
Absorb some pressure and then kind of chill, or do you think he's gonna try and get at least one more goal?
I was just gonna say I think.
والله هذا مو مساعد والله إنه مو مساعد والله.
Seems to be giving it away. Hugely here, but it's going to be a nervy last 15 minutes before Arcachi trying to defend.
كور سهلة تنقطع.
Definitely. Well, as mentioned before, you guys, MS Desari is a huge name in this competition. This is not his first, not his second, not even his third. This could potentially be his 4th FIFA E World Cup. So he is an experienced veteran. He knows what it's about. He knows the pressure. He knows what he needs to do. So it could go either way. I mean, one goal is not decisive in any means, and in FIFA22 we know anything can happen.
Yeah, I agree. Anything can happen, but if we were to say a few
يا دحوم عيب انت تقول زي كذا يا دحوم.
who's making the World Cup? Hussein Tex, Hussein Dasari, Hussein Nicholas, Matthias. Obviously there has been a few upsets across the board. You've seen some players that haven't even made it through Swiss that you potentially could have said could have made the World Cup. But for Dasari, if he loses this game, this is a humongous upset. That's nothing to take away from the ability of Lamps, who beat him in the first round of the winners bracket today, or even against a catcher in this game. Losing, for me, is a disaster for a season. This is what he comes to play. He doesn't, obviously, he cares about a lot of the other things, but the World Cup is the one which he wants to perform at every single year.
The most coveted,
سوى ضغط مساعد ها؟
exciting, and like you said, the one that
يا رب يفتكها يا عيال. يا رب يفتكها يا عيال. يا رب يفتكها. لو افتكها مساعد بيسجلها بإذن الله.
Oh, without doubt. Big upset of the weekend by a long shot, in my opinion. Just because, again, he's a World Cup winner. Not being at the World Cup,
يا رب
and
يفتكها إن
potentially
شاء
win a
الله.
second one, of course, will be a huge upset. But in
يا
fairness,
رب
he's still in
يفتكها.
control now to be progressing into the next stage of the loser bracket. But again, there's still a long way to go. Last attack here in this game will go to Akacha, looks to, so there might be another goal if there is to be some more time.
Prosecute up here by Sorry again.
مساعد إذا فاز يلعب الجيم الأخير للتأهل إن شاء الله.
To keep that, Arkasha's looking to keep that position for the last few
باقي 30 ثانية. يراك كله معك مساعد يا حبيبي. الله يسعدك يا حبيبي، منورينا والله. فاول الحمد لله الحمد لله. انت
They've given him a huge
حلو الحمد لله. جي
indispensable, unbeatable as we see.
وإذا خسر خلاص يودع كأس العالم، الله لا يقوله إن شاء الله.
So it's going to be an interesting second leg.
يا رب وفق مساعد إن شاء الله.
Super interesting. We're looking forward to.
حبيبي ابو شايع نور، شكرا يا اي بيد، الله يسعدك. شكرا يا راشد اثنينات، الله يسعدك ويعطيك العافيه. وشكرا ابو قحط، الله يسعدك ويعطيك العافيه يا حبيبي. فالكون يا فالكون، شكرا زياد. قلت لي ياب دحين خلينا نجيب مويه ويجي.
Hey guys, my name is Max. I'm a professional FIFA player for Complexity.
Or one goal down rather, going into the second leg. Must give him a little bit of confidence as well.
Well, he took one of the final playoff spots, did Katia of Italy. After finishing quite low on the ladder in his own respective levels, he wanted to be a little bit higher this year. He did come in.
التغطية حلوة جدا.
Ranked 22, 200 Global Series points. Him and Principe were one of the last two players to actually get the call up for these Global Series playoffs. He has had a good year in terms of nationally as well. He does represent his Italian nationality, and he will be going to the FIFA Nations Cup, the last tournament in July next month. He'll be hoping to make it at least 2 tournaments as he looks to come forward now with Pedri on his right-hand side. 8 minutes into this one, he is trailing by a goal to nil, kicking from left to right, representing AZ Monza. Bellingham finds Pullet building now, looking for the first real chance of the game.
يا عمري يا رموس، يا عمري يا رموس، يا عمري يا عمري.
What's interesting so far is that he's starting this game with a lot more, I don't want to say aggression, but he's attacking a lot more. He's looking for the ball. He's looking for possession.
حلو ممتاز يا مشعل حبيبي، الله يسعدك. ما انتبهت والله.
When you play against someone like Mr. Sorrelli, that's the attitude you have to have. You have to take the game to them, and in an ideal route, you have to be in front. That's what Lamps was able to do.
اللهم طولك يا روح، اللهم طولك يا روح.
Never let the game go by a 2-goal deficit. It was always in one, and
شكرا ميليتاو.
that's sort of the recipe to how you beat someone like MS Dasari.
مرسله مخيس، والله انك صادق يا نواف. والله انه مع مساعد اليوم انه مره سيء.
I think as well there's some sort of mental game being played against both sides.
يا كل كوره عند مرسله خسرانه. لانه لاعب ثقيل مره.
That must give you like a mental kind of block when
يا ولد مرسله ابو كلب ابو كلب.
think to some extent
والله ثقل يا ستيف ولا مرسله معفن ولا ما ادري. احس الثقل يبان في مرسله.
This is his fourth. He's 1, 2, 3 accolades this year alone. What am I up?
مستحيل نسخة 94.
Keep in mind this is an elimination game. Those that are just tuning in at home, MS Dasari could not be at the FIFA World Cup. Let's check in next door to this one. Andoni PM against Lamps. Lamps who just did defeat MS Dasari.
يلا يا رب. رجع يا حبيبي.
Plans to be second leg there. That's 2-2. That one just kicked off. There are also 6 more matches taking place just behind us.
ريحني.
De Bruyne building nicely. CR7, R9, Sorry, maybe overplayed ever so slightly. Just did not tee up right, did it for Mbappe?
No, I think that extra pass was probably not necessary. I think he was in a weird bit of space. I don't know if he would have had the shot away either way, but I would have taken that first time shot if it were me, but it's not, and I'm not a pro, so.
Check back in with this one. Yetahel and all the other games that are taking place. This is to qualify for the FIFA E World Cup. It would be Andoni's third ever E World Cup. Somehow that one deflects off the post. Andoni,
رجع الله ياخذ
the
ابليس.
movie star
رجع.
riders coming so close to breaking the dead goal there. It would have been quite a fortunate finish, but I don't think he would have been complaining.
Oh my goodness, my heart rate just skyrocketed watching that. I can imagine what they must be feeling in the pit.
Back to this one. Still goalless. Here's some scorelines coming in. These are elimination games. Roy Feldman winning 2-1 against Pinner. Lamps Andoni, as we said, on the winners bracket side. Umit against Yuval, that's on the winners bracket side. Here's R9, here's a great chance. Katia just can't quite find a way through. Palinetto beating Correa by a goal to MS Tasari, as we know. He's just about in the driving seat. Corner played short, Hullet back to goal. Pele deflected. That could have went anywhere.
دعواتكم عيال
MS
تكفون.
Tasari looking really, really composed in front of goal, not pulling his defenders out too much, which is what we've seen in his previous matchups today.
Building though. There's Katia.
هات الثالث يرحم أبوك. هات الثالث.
It's interesting looking at the Lamps' matchups in the last 2 games. Would we have expected that from a player like Lamps? I think that's, you know, potentially, if he qualifies for the FIFA E World Cup, he's going undefeated in knockouts in the winner's bracket. That's
after being 0-2 in Swiss as well, Leah.
Exactly.
0-2 back against the wall. Has not lost a game since he went 0-2 back on Thursday. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And that's a testament to, you know, his team, himself, his mental, his gameplay, what he can do under pressure.
يضيع وقت بس يضيع وقت خليه لما يضغط وبعدين تقدر تسجل إن شاء الله.
Well, here's the game on the right-hand side of your screen. RB Leipzig, Umit, runner-up of the virtual Bundesliga this year, losing to Dolomic. Looking to make his first ever FIFA E World Cup final. He is currently about 77 minutes away from doing so. He leads by 3 goals to nil. Will be a second German to qualify.
ايوه اخر كوره من دحين عادي.
That's a serious result to turn around.
ايوه عادي والله عادي مساعد.
And as Brendan mentioned, very, very, very lucky there with a clearance from MS Tasari. As Brendan mentioned, elimination games, we're going to see our first qualifiers today for the FIFA E World Cup after these matches. And this match, we could potentially see MS Tasari not going to the World Cup. Would you say that's the biggest upset of the weekend?
In terms of the big names that we've had in the playoffs, absolutely, that'll be the number one headline story, I think you could call it. MS Tasari not being there wouldn't feel like an E World Cup without the king of the jungle, former world champion, not being amongst the 32.
يا عمري ايوه حلو والله حلو. اخر كوره يا رب. اخر كوره يا رب.
as well, the FIFA quality he's got over the last few years.
فيده.
So many new names come through. Half time he is.
ما اقدر اطفل معلق عيال يروح صوت الجيم بلاي.
Definitely, and I think Arkashia has, again, it's a testament to his skill level. He's holding him off only by 1 goal. And I think in comparison to the matches that we watched, or their first match, rather, in the
حاكم يا ابنه. حيا معصوب.
it was pretty even. We didn't see a lot from either. Obviously, we
إذا فاز المباراة يتأهل للمباراة المؤهلة لكأس العالم إن شاء الله. يعني باقي له هذه المباراة والمباراة اللي بعدها.
He may have had that possession, but he just cannot find the back of the net as it seems so far. 45 minutes left to play. As we said, other games also coming towards the end. At the end of this round, 4 people will qualify for the FIFA E World Cup and 4 players will be eliminated.
المدرب حق مساعد تحسه عيال عنده سالفة ولا مساعد هو اللي يدربه؟
FIFA22 season and back to the drawing board.
طفل معلق.
They won't be part of the
أقدر أطفل معلق علي؟
Taking a look at that pit right now behind us, there's, what did you say, 100, 200 people surrounded, and the tension inside the pit, you guys can take a look at it right now, silent.
You
either see it packed with passion and emotion, or locked in to their matches. Crazy, what a shot.
Yeah, when the goals start.
نزلت طاح من شحنة اليوم يا مسلم.
We'll start her up. There's one.
There it is.
There's a few more. started to fly. I think that might have been foot with Ethan that's bad.
الله الجيم يخوف، لكن انا ابغى بس فارق هدفين، ابغى مساعد يسجل هدف واحد فقط بس. يلا يلا يا رب يسرها. مساعد يا واد مدري شو اسمه. ايوه انا ما ادري ايش مساعد يبي يروح يهاجم على طول، انت متقدم خليه يستفيد.
Some more passion from the pit behind us. Lots of goals being scored.
يوفقع قلوبهم يا اخي.
We will have updates for those
وبيطلع بيتقدم بيشيل الفريق قدام.
We are only 45 minutes away. MS Dasari moves on, has to win one more game, but if Arkashia does lose this one, unfortunately, his FIFA22 season will be concluded. I think MS Dasari is in an interesting position right here.
يا شيخ خلاص نمسك كورة وريحنا.
Up by 1 goal. So he has a lot
رجعوا
because Arkashia is about to attack with everything he has.
Absolutely. Let's just quickly have a look at this game. This is two Brazilians going at it. It's SPQ are young against CM Edson. At the moment, Edson does lead by 2 goals. Now, this will be his first ever FIFA E World Cup final. And the first name from Brazil that's on the ship. Flying out to
Allah!
Yet to have a player that has qualified from Brazil as of yet. Hopefully that will change after this round. Palanetto, as we know, is also winning. Finesse shot comes in deflected. Still chance, could be alive. CR7.
لا تمسك كورة، سجل مساعد، سجل يرحم ابوك تكفى.
It's not falling at the moment.
Ryan was mentioning in the first leg that MS Dasari
is
notorious for his second man press or his press style in general. But we did see in the first leg, or in the first match rather, against Lamps, that one of the goals that he conceded was because he used perhaps the second man press in a situation that he shouldn't have and pulled too many of his defenders. And I think in that situation that we just saw, we saw a little bit of that, which obviously opens up space for Arkashia to potentially have a chance.
If MS Dasari gets another goal, you'd like to say that he will be home and dry.
ايوه صح صح
Just
صح.
how he can see out games. I don't think anyone else in this.
ارسل له الله ياخذ ابليسك، مشي بس ما فكر منه. الله يفتح ابليسك يا مخرج يا اللهم اني مدري.
60 minutes just under away from qualifying himself to another E-World Cup. The Brazilian of Atlanta United, who has been the calmest of the Brazilian players over there. He hasn't got too emotional, but he did say if he does qualify, he will get emotional. So
حلو.
Definitely, obviously, coming off of some other accolades this year, MLS Cup was a huge win for him. He had been in the final before.
يلا
It was not successful, but this year he brought it home.
يلا يا رب.
Wasn't it in the domestic leagues?
يلا يا رب.
The only South American to play in that league. Atlanta United making a big investment into that scene. Palanetto's played for Atlanta for quite a few years.
شكرا يا كنسل شكرا.
They've been reaping the rewards of him.
Reaping the rewards indeed. More passion coming from the pit. More goals being scored. I'm curious to see what those score lines
that might have been
like.
Palanetto. He's match up, back to
double.
goal. Chance. Pedri! What a save or not? Allison punched it into his own net as Pedri will run away. Arkashia has just pulled himself back into the tie at 2-2. It is game on, and there's not long left in this second leg.
What emotions these two must be feeling. Pull it through to Pedri, first time shot with his left foot. Allison does get hands on it, but unfortunately not enough. 2-2, all level.
Just sort of caught the goalkeeper off a little bit, didn't it? It was just sort of went across too much that he still couldn't get a full grip on that. And just that Pedri of all players who starts in this game has made an impact.
He has. I was talking a little smack about Pedri earlier, but you have to give it to him in this match. He must be
يا عيال المصطلحات يا ود، نحن في 10 فضيلة يا عيال.
bringing MS
قاعدين في حارة.
The very end.
اللي هنا الشغل المود، إذا تشوف هذا بند ما عندي مشكلة، ما نحب المصطلحات هذه حتى لو إنه زعلان ولا واحد يمسك لسانه ويمسك يده وما يكتب أشياء.
Not in use this time. It's little Messi, of course, that steps up on the stroke of half time. That was the raw.
إي والله يا برو إنك صادق والله.
A lot of really big names, really good players, all level.
بالله يا مودات إنكم تبندوا، مو بس هذا بند.
Yeah, we'll try and catch every single ending to
المصطلحات بس، أي شيء ثاني عادي.
Rounding off featured matchup. Who will be؟
إيه بعيال والله 10 فضيلة نحن. كلنا زعلانين على مساعد، لكن ما نكتب حتى لو إنه هذا.
We've seen a lot of pros this weekend take
ان شاء الله باذن
no
الله
time
انه
at
هذا
all in
يجيبها
between
باذن الله.
halves, but we just saw a couple minute break between the first and second half there. So
I mean, it just does a lot more than, yes, there's tactical change in there, but just a little bit of a breather from the game. It's so intense at times, especially when it's elimination games such as this.
definitely, I would.
علاوي
We've seen
منور والله
two
علاوي ان
different-
شاء الله
on two
نفوز
different
علاوي.
occasions, people using their full pauses to just breathe, drink water,
ما هو
compose
مساعد والله
themselves
والله
before they go
العظيم ما هو
back in.
مساعد.
Have a chat to the coach and
يلا يا رب.
see what we can change. Mbappe, this is MS Desari. Just caught onto that bad pass. Well covered
استغفر الله
by.
العظيم كل ذنب عظيم.
I said he was a runner-up in the 2021 E-Champions League. It was online, that one. Regardless, picked up $50,000 for that tournament. Came second and probably
الله يا
got
خلي تكفى.
the biggest of experiences he's had in all his career.
I think Arkashia a name to not throw around lightly, and of course, if he does eliminate MS Desari today, I'm sure a lot of people will know who he is, and a lot of people will be scared to play him at the FIFA E World Cup.
Play a lot there from Desari. Mbappe's touch let him down. Final 10 minutes. Arkashia driving for Mbappe. Still with him, wins a corner. 10 minutes left here. What can we see from this corner? Set pieces have been so important throughout this weekend. Messi back to Pedri, the goal scorer. Ramos wins it back nicely.
يا رب.
10 minutes left to play. Sorry, could have a break. Keep an eye on Mbappe on the mini map. The tears run wasn't used in the end.
Looks like Arkashia had a little bit of space there on the counter, but can he make it count?
Bellingham. This is nice. Arkashia, João Cancelo, Ronaldo. Still could be alive. The Portuguese duo linking up there. Got a bit too
تكفى يا
tightly
رب.
contested. This game here tied with 12 minutes left to play. Andoni against Lams. This is a
يب
qualification
مو
game for the
مساعد اللي
FIFA E
بلمس ما
World
فيها
Cup.
كلام ما فيها كلام والله. هو يوم زي كذا يوم زي كذا. ايوه اعطينا اخر كوره. ايوه اعطينا اخر كوره روح اضافي ما عندي مشكله. طيب المخرج يا الله يستر الله يستر الله يستر الله يستر الله يستر الله يستر.
Another
Allah
very exciting matchup that I'm excited to see the results for.
الله
I
يستر.
think, as we mentioned before, what a testament to Lamps and his performance this weekend.
الحمد لله روح.
That done.
Tell you what, what's this run now of CR7? Just offside. MS Desari trying to create the final chance of the game. It looks like it will go the Italians' way. It has been quite the weekend for Italians so far. Danny Pitbull or Brun already in the FIFA E World Cup. There's the chance wasted. Is there enough time to get the ball down the other end? There might be. Or not. Extra time needed here. MS Desari in another extra time game. Referee, surely. There we go. 30 more minutes needed.
Extra time. Two powerhouses, it seems. MS Desari is still not guaranteed
ما في كلام.
to the FIFA E World Cup.
والله ما في كلام.
I think is shocking for everyone. We would
والله ما في كلام.
expect him to maintain his spot in the winners bracket, but here we are.
يا حبايب اللي في الشات اللي يكتب كلمات يا اخي الله يرحم ابوك والله ما نبغى نبند والله. يوم قاعد انت في شارع المودات الله يعينكم والله يا عيال كلنا زعلانين انك اختار عباراتك يرحم ابوك. في صغار في مدري مين في يرحم ابوك. الله يهديكم يا عيال تكفون. يوت المشكله العين ما تجي اللي عليه. ما يصير يا عيال مودات تكفون. يود 10 فضيله 10 فضيله يا حبيبي.
Is 2 games there. Umit's currently leading by 5-0. He's about to make his first ever FIFA E World Cup for the German of RB Leipzig. No doubt that has been a long time coming for him. Lamps against Andoni also.
الكرة الأخيرة تمشي مثلث ولا ما تمشي مثلث يا عيال؟ آخر كرة خلاص ما عاد بقي لي ثانيتين مدري 3 ثواني. مثلث ليش ما مشي أنا ما أدري. والله مو مساعد اللي قبل أمس والله فرق السمع على أرض المستوى. هذه فيفا. يوم تكون انت على قولهم في الفورمه يوم تكون ما انت في الفورمه. لكن انا كنت بس ابغاه يتقدم بفارق 2 عشان يرتاح من الضغط اللي هو عليه. بس المكة اذن المغرب ولا باقي الساعه كم 6
in the
والله مثلث كنت تمشي والله. يلا يا رب، يلا يا كريم، يلا يا رب وفق مساعد الدوسري ويلعب على الجيم الاخير هذا ويجيبها الاثنين باذن الله.
To FIFA E World Cups and major tournaments. They are going to have some decent representation in Copenhagen.
Definitely, we saw Dylan Mike qualify yesterday.
Extra time here.
يلا يا رب، يلا يا رب يا كريم، يلا يا رب يا عيال ادعوا مشي. تمشي. ارجع. والله يا عيال ادعوا له يا عيال.
2-2 on the aggregate. Extra time. My prediction is pens. I think this is going to pens again.
الله يا كريم.
For Yuval of Norm, he's down into the lower bracket now. He's not out. R9 into CR7, defended well by Eder Militao. Just gets the boot on that one.
مباشر.
So hard to call which way this game is going to go.
And I think going into it, everyone would have said one way only.
I think MS Desari losing just shows that obviously he's not completely unbreakable.
And it's really nice to see some new, exciting, skilled talent in the competitive FIFA scene. As I was mentioning to Ryan in the first leg,
مين هذا يعرف اللي دخل مساعد؟
What a testament to him as a player, beating one of the best,
one
of the most world-renowned.
And he goes into his qualification game with all the confidence in the world.
Exactly.
Knowing that he has beat a world champion. Here's R9, MS Desari. Build him. Neymar, R9, the two Brazilians linking up well again. It's blocked by the Brazilian defender. Trying to do all he can to unpick this Italian defence of 80 Monzas. Catch it. Last chance plus additional time to follow. This first 15, Hull it from distance. Says no.
يلا يا رب.
Towel on the overlap.
راحت ها؟
Overload. He comes on as a left back.
روح الباب. يلا.
Many time has been played. That's a poor flick on from Neymar. Could be nice from R9. Again, it's superb at the back from Marquinhos. 15 minutes to play here. We are edging towards penalties.
We are, and I think we'll see it. I don't know if either of these two want to give too much or concede too much. So I think they might play it out, wait for the space, see if they have a chance, and then.
والله انه مو في مستوى مساعد ابدا. والله يعني انا متاكد هذا الايطالي الحين هو في عز الفورمه. اقسم بالله انه ولا شيء جنب مساعد والله. والله شو رغم السوء اللي فيه مساعد اليوم. والله العظيم. يعني لو انه واحد ثاني مستواه بطران كان ممكن يفاز على مساعد. يعني قهر يا رب يا رب الفوز ده يدخلوا الجو.
This is to qualify for the FIFA E World Cup. CR7, all the time in the world. He's very clever there. Did not want to take the shot. I understand why. 2 minutes to hold on to this ball, to hug it, to not let go of it. And it will be a first ever FIFA E World Cup for CR28. First Brazilian on the plane to Denmark.
والله ابغى اجيب العيد.
There is Brazil. Talent heading to Denmark. It's another new name from a pack scene down to the lower bracket. Unfortunately, it will be for SPQR Young, but at least Brazil will have some players heading to Denmark. He points to
يا رب يا كريم.
Didn't like he felt the pressure there, did he?
اللي ضد مساعد ايطالي.
Looks calm, cool, collected. I'm sure he's gassed inside, but he's not showing too much emotion. So he's the mental is there. He came to do a job and he got that job done.
يلا يا رب يلا يا رب يا عيال دعوات صادقة يا عيال والله نبغى نفرح بهم والله حرام انه يلا يا رب.
Not giving us an indication of which way it's going. Atao into R9, Desari! Great save and the shot.
Oh, Delima.
Arcacha was a little bit open back there.
Oh, Delima.
Good defensive movement. He manually moved some of his defenders in order to fill that space. And now he's on the counter.
Catch it. Messi can't quite get his left boot around that. I believe Andoni against Lamps is heading towards extra time. It might even be in extra time.
يلا يا رب.
It's a qualification game. Atao, Desari back.
الكرة.
I said it was extra time. It's about to go to penalties. This one.
يلا حط الاولى يا اخي لجوا.
World Cup. Dasari on the attack with CR7 now on this side of your screen, the left-hand side.
Dasari coming
Good
in.
back. Still CR7. Last chance maybe over here. Can't keep up. Right-hand side of the screen, there's a chance that goes past the goalie. That's off to penalties now. Lamps Andoni for a FIFA E World Cup spot is on its way to penalties. Up steps first for Andoni, who misses. We'll do our best to give you the coverage of both of these games. Up steps Lamps now to make it 1-from-1. He will.
رجع الله يمتحن بيه. رجع.
For Andoni, he does score this time. As a catch, he looks to build his
آخر كرة يبغاها. آخر كرة يبغاها. ايوه هالضغط مساعد يا سلام. مساعد سوى ضغط. الله يا رب يا كريم. ايوه حقك.
Three perfect penalties and Mbappé
خرج.
does score. Minnesota United are getting so close to FIFA E World Cup finalist status. Saved if he scores. North America will have two players heading to the FIFA E World Cup.
لا يا رب. لا يا رب. لا يا رب. لا.
Minnesota United is off to Denmark next month.
Incredible scenes. The Panenka to get it done. Look at what it means to him and the rest of the NA boys that are here.
يا رجع الله يمتع ببلنتيات هناك رجع.
Me.
Well, here we go. We've got more penalties on your screen. This is elimination FIFA. MS Dasari or Akacia will be going.
الحمد لله يا رب وفقه يا رب يا رب وفقه يا رب يا رب وفقه يا رب يا رب وفقه يا رب.
MS Dasari with a chance to go in front. Up steps Neymar. Not really the penalty walk up you really want. Steps up from the spot. Misses.
Even on pen at the moment. Bellingham steps up for this pen. Can Allison save it? He does not. Straight down the middle with Jude Bellingham. CR7 for MS Dasari. Scores that one as well. All even.
Messi to step up for Akacia. Down the middle is good.
كنت حاسس اني في النص.
Can Dasari match it with Mbappé? No. This is simple. Akacia scores. He knocks out MS Dasari from the spot. Say Max.
Yes! يا رب يا رب يا رب يا رب.
MS Dasari simply must score. Oh no, it's up. Misses. Akacia will knock out MS Dasari, who will not be.
معوض خير يا مساعد. معوض مو مكتوبة. الحمد لله على كل حال. يوم لك ويوم عليك. معوض يا مساعد. معوض. الحمد لله على كل حال. فدا ما كنت والله في المستوى يا مساعد. مرة لكن هذه كرة القدم سواء في فيفا ولا في الحقيقة. حرام والله نخسر مساعد، لكن الحمد لله على كل حال. بإذن الله بفوزي يسويها إن شاء الله. والله حرام والله الحمد لله على كل حال. قسم بالله غبنا ما هي طبيعية. مساعد والله حرام نخسر يا عيال. مستحيل كاس عالم بدون مساعد. مستواه قبل أمس كان أسطوري خيالي مجنون. متأكد إنه يروح كاس عالم إيزي، لكن اليوم هذه مشكلة اللعبة. ممكن بعض الأيام ما تكون في المستوى، والخيرة فيما اختار الله. هذا الكلام جزء يعني قوة مساعد حتى في هذا الجزء اللي هو خربوا اللعبة. الله يخرب عقولهم، ما أدري كيف يفكروا. أنت تيجي تتكلم على لعبة تخلي الفريق متراجع غصبا عنك. تبغى تضغط أنت، تبي تفتك كورة من الأظهرة، تبي تفتك كورة من الخصم، تبي تفتك كورة من أي محل، ما تقدر. قتلوا اللعبة بشكل صراحة أوفر للأمانة. كل المحترفين يقول لك لعبة معفنة، وهذا كله مساعد موجود هنا، وكان بيروح كاس عالم